How do you even kind of begin when you're stepping your toes into a massive new universe, like building a soundscape and a score? Like, where do you even start?
Yeah, where do you start? No, it's actually really great. You know that Zach and I have been working together for over 10 years, but we've worked on a lot of properties. Of which there were previous installments and previous composers and previous directors, like all the DC movies, for instance. And this is like completely fresh. It's completely new. So that comes with a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's great. It's super exciting. You can come up with new stuff. And then the other part of the blade is like, well, you better make sure that it's really good. And that it can live for a longer time period, because obviously we're hoping that this would be a multi-movie installment. We've always worked on the two movies at the same time, and part one and part two. So that's the bigger arc for both of the movies, and it's been incredibly exciting to work with him again.
And was there anything in particular that you wanted to kind of push yourself, given that you've got this blank canvas? Was like, oh, I could try this out, or try something new in particular?
Well, like with any movie, like for me, almost like 60% is like the experimentation phase, and that's the type of composer I am. I call myself a full contact composer. I get my hands dirty on instruments, drum kits, guitars, bass guitars, weird synthesizers, whatever. And so everything is like an experiment to see like where can we bring sound, where can we bring concept. And then for this particular movie, you know, it's such a big saga sci-fi movie. But actually the music of the movie starts so incredibly small with just like a few instruments and an ethereal voice. And it's very satisfying that actually works as a start of like a big sci-fi movie. You would think a massive orchestra or something, and it's actually completely coming from the other side. And it's very fulfilling that those experiments actually work.
And when do you know that you've got it right? When do you say, right, that's it, I've done it, I've got it?
But you never know. And so, because one person can come up with an idea how to do it, but then you need like, you know, you need like a reference. So you play it to other people and see, and other people then would say like, wow, it's like it took me by surprise, but it's so great how it works. And then there's moments in the process when you show it to like friends and family, for instance. So you get a group together of 150 people, of all the people that have worked on the film, and you show it to them, and they have a response. And then at a certain point you notice like, okay, my instinct feeling is resonating with other people.
And following that, were there any specific main aims that you feel like you successfully met building the soundscape?
Sorry, come again?
Any specific main aims that you feel like you successfully met when building the soundscape?
You mean the extra musicians that worked on this?
Yeah, or just your vision in general?
Yeah, so what happened at a certain point is that instead of using instruments to identify the main characters, I used voices. And so I used incredible, talented West African male singer. I've used a young boy from the UK, 11-year-old singing. I've used a Balinese, incredible female vocalist. I've used really weird treated monks and male voices for nobles, and so every character has like a vocal identity actually, instead of like an instrument. And that was an experiment that was incredible, and it was incredible to work with these vocalists and to mangle all these vocals with like digital means to make them weirder or to make them more ethereal, and it really worked, and it resonated with people. So.
What were your thoughts in terms of how it differed from your previous work? Do you think that being experimental paid off?
Every movie for me is like, you know, it has been an experiment, you know, just like from the first Deadpool to Mad Max Fury Road to Justice League to Alita with James Cameron to Mortal Engines with Peter Jackson to this movie. I mean, it's all just like one big experiment, but lovely to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
World he's ever seen before.